Hey guys, welcome to Real Person Yoga. Great to have you with me. Today I'm going to do a quick yoga sequence for you guys that is just really simple that we can throw in at any portion of the day that you need to and just kind of work some kinks out, especially if you're sitting lots during the day or if you're driving and you're taking a break. This might be something easy that you can kind of throw in, do in the grass, do in a washroom, doesn't matter. You can throw it in however you want. That would be awesome. Tag where you're throwing this in your day. That would be fun for me to know how you're using this, and then I can keep building videos that will help you be more active and add more movement to your day. And so yet again, my whole point for Real Person Yoga is to bring just a little bit more movement to your everyday life in a way that is sustainable. And so I'm going to be using props or even just cueing how you can prop using your own body. In case you're doing this out and about and don't have access to a full repertoire of yoga accessories for you. And so starting in a comfortable seated position and starting to settle in and settle down. And so even just noticing the fact that you're breathing, not changing the breath at all yet, but just noticing the inhale and the exhale. Taking a moment to see if it is shallow, if you've been breathing deeply, and just starting to add some length to that breath. Maybe counting it, holding the inhale, holding the exhale for an extra second. And starting to breathe deeper into the belly. I always encourage this because often we just breathe very shallow into the top portion of our lungs. And as we start to breathe deeper, we're actually getting rid of the stale air that sits in our lungs and can sit there for tons and tons of time. So breathing nice and deep, not forcing your breath to be anything specific. Bring some awareness to your back and to your posture. Are you hunching forward? Is your collarbone all closed? You need to make some more room for your lungs to expand. Rolling those shoulders up, back, and down. And engaging that breath there. And just bringing some awareness back to the body. Depending on how you're sitting at the beginning, rolling over into all fours. And just starting to bring some movement to your spine. So planting your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees under your hips. If you need to protect your knees, if you have a pillow available, or if you just are hanging out with your yoga mat, you can always fold that over on either side. Or if you need multiples, you can always roll your mat a couple of times to bring some extra padding in there as well. So all kinds of options for you guys to play around with. Padding up the knees using just a yoga mat. Now bring some movement into the spine. Your feet can be laying down flat or tucked under. I'm not going to be picky about this, so it is whatever is comfortable with that. But enlarge your hands. Have your hands be nice and wide, really connecting every single finger down and your palms into the mat. And then motion into the spine. So doing some cat-cows to warm up. Looking up, scooping that spine down, pressing into your hands to feel those shoulder blades crawl down your back. And then exhale, round to the spine. Head drops and relax. Relax the jaw and the tongue. Press those shoulder blades nice and open. And inhale, look up. Nice cow pose. Exhale into cat, pressing up. And just working with your own breath. So inhaling to look up. exhaling around into the spine. Moving that back and forth for a couple more times. Feeling that spine warm up, waken up. Pressing everything down and up. Inhaling, looking up. Exhale, rounding through. And then coming into a nice neutral spine. Kicking one leg out. If this is really hard on your hands, you can always come up to your hips if you don't have any blocks, or if you have some blocks, you can come up here, or even bringing your foot forward like this, depending on your hip mobility, if that's really hard on you. And then always patting under this knee if you need anything there as well. And I just want to do some hip circles. And so bringing the hips kind of in a circular pattern around the standing knee, getting into that hip joint. If you want to isolate it more, or really exaggerate it, but the goal is to be working in this hip and not so much in the knee. So keeping the knee and the motion a little bit smaller, pressing out to the side, to the back, to the other side, and then forward, and then going in the opposite direction. It's not something we often see in yoga class. If you're doing it out here, we're looking like this. So it's a small motion, just in the hip to warm those up. And then coming back down to all fours, so tucking that knee in, planting down with that leg, and doing the other side. So whether you're here, or if you need to have that knee bent, and coming forward, whatever that needs to look like for you, just getting some nice circles in on that hip. Going as quick or slow as you want. The slow transitions are always safe transitions. And so if this is really painful for you, doing it slowly, and then switching directions, come up, going the other way, being nice and tall and open through your shoulders. Beautiful. I will come back down, face the other way. So planting your foot back in, your hands back underneath your shoulders, and working on a little bit of balance and core strength here. And so we're just going to start by lifting the left foot or one of your feet up. It doesn't matter which. I like to step it back, land firm on your toes, square those hips down, and then think about just lifting those toes off. How does your body have to move and compensate? Press down firmly into your hands, flatten the back and shoulders, and then just lift and hover. Drop the feet back down, lift and hover. If you want more, you can lift a little higher. You can start to engage that glute muscle as well. Keeping the foot flexed the whole time. And extending through the head, adding some nice traction. Drop that foot down, but still keep it out. And now bring your opposite hand. Can you bring it to a hover? Lifting it up, playing around with that, seeing what that's like. If this is excruciating on your wrist, you can always make a fist and do like gorilla arms. That'll keep that nice and straight. So there's another option there. But I do want to encourage nice big hands play. Lifting that up, and then can you lift your feet up as well? Keeping that hip dropped down. I don't want to see this. Trying to keep that drop because then you're engaging your core. Or if you want more, You can do the full tiger look of reaching forward, kicking back with that heel, reaching for something in the air, extending out through that. Or if you're really looking for it, you can do the crunch version as well. So coming into touch, knees and elbows, or just the simple lift. One more. I know we're doing tons. Okay, drop it down, shake that out. Maybe look over one shoulder and the next, and get ready to do it on the other side. So bring your opposite leg out. For me, it is my right leg. And engaging that core, dropping that hip down, and bringing a little lift in. Excellent. Maybe you want to be lifting a little higher. Still trying to keep that hip down. Inhaling and exhaling. A couple more. And then bringing in that hand. So coming to the other side, just lifting the hand up a couple of times. And then adding both in. So lifting the hand, lifting the foot. Even just do a hover is good. Or coming out. Or doing the crunches. All of these options here for you guys. Doing whatever feels great for you. Inhaling and exhaling. 2 more. And bring it back in. Look over your legs. Bring some movement into your spine and your hips. Beautiful. And push back. Open your knees up. Child's pose. Take a break. If this is hard on your knees because it is a lot of knee bend here, you can always do puppy pose, which is a little higher up. And stack your hands to rest your forehead down. Bring your forehead all the way down. We're just trying to get our head below our heart here. And take a couple of breaths. Inhale, look up. Walk your hands up. Walk your feet to the front of your mat. And dangle down into a forward fold. So if you've got really tight hamstrings, bend your knees. You can bend them really deep too. The goal isn't to touch your toes. The goal is to feel a beautiful stretch through your back, releasing your neck. Coming up into a half lift, so straightening the back out, working on those postural muscles all throughout the back. Getting a little bit taller through there, and then straightening the legs but not hyperextending them, keeping a slight bend through that. If you need blocks here for this, that is an option, or you can always rest your hands just above your knees and straighten out there, or if you're a little higher up, it all works. So coming up into a nice half lift, yes, we are intentionally holding this here to strengthen those muscles. And relax, forward fold, dangle into it, release the neck. Feel how great that feels. And coming up, half lift one more time, so whether you're up nice and high, or halfway, or touching the mat, it's all wonderful. And it's also yoga. Forward fold, coming down. One more time, halfway up. Power down into your feet, planting firmly into that. Bend the knees and stand up. Sweep your hands up. Inhale, exhale. Hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Look up. Maybe even a little micro back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep your hands up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Forward fold, bending the knees, planting the hands down. So bending deep into your knees and stepping your hands back. Push back with your hands, keep your knees bent. Downward dog. If you want, you can straighten your legs here, but the integrity of the pose should be nice and strong throughout the back. And your feet do not have to plant all the way down into the ground. So whatever that looks like, so that you're extending here and not trying to do something like this. So nice and straight. Look forward. Come up over into plank. Drop the knees down and lower to the ground. Look up, little baby cobra. Pressing into your pelvis. Exhale, forehead down to the ground. Inhale, look up, little baby cobra. Maybe you want more, you want to push into that. Keep pressing down into that pelvis. Protect that lower back, even pressing into the tops of the feet. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, look up. Tuck the toes under, push up, tabletop. Inhale, right leg up, left arm up, or hovering, dropping that right hip back down, and tiger, drop it down, other side. So either hovering here, or a little bit more extended, or going for that full traction. Plant it down, tuck your toes under, walk your hands forward, press up into plank, and walk your hands backwards. Yes, working all sorts of brain muscles here. So being at the back of your mat, forward fold. Relax and enjoy. Halfway lift using those back muscles. Forward fold down. Halfway lift, straightening that back. Bend your knees, press into your feet, and sweep up. And hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Sit back, chair pose. So whether you want your hands out, in front of you, whether you're in your high chair, or sinking low, think about rolling those feet out, dialing into those side legs. Can you go a little bit deeper? Inhale, come up. Toes all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Sit back into chair. Maybe this time you want a wide stool chair, like you're riding a horse. Sitting down into it. Relaxing the hands. Keeping the knees bent. Maybe even pressing the hands together behind you. And to steeple, to open up that collarbone. Rolling those shoulders down. Sit a little deeper. Inhale, stand up, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your feet back in if you had that wide stance. Forward, and enjoy. Inhale, and halfway lift, straighten that back. Exhale, forward fold, plant your hands down, and walk to the front of your mat. Into plank. With your knees down, lower down. Flatten out, head down. Little baby cobra. One more nice back bend here. Exhale, drop your head. Relaxing here. One more. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, cobra. You want to really press into it. Go right ahead, but protect that lower back. Or if you're here, or if you need a block, all wonderful options. Don't forget to keep your feet wide if you need that extra space. Exhale, lower down. Press into your hands, child's pose. Relaxing here, countering those back bends. Inhaling and exhaling. Excellent. Pressing up, rolling over, and taking a brief moment for Shavasana, sealing in our practice, all that we've done, and taking a moment to focus on the now. And the nice thing about yoga is that it is a movement practice designated to being in the moment, not stressing or being anxious about the future, not focusing on the past, but being alive and well in the current moment. Bringing some awareness to that. So laying on your back, rolling your shoulders under, letting your feet fall open, hands and arms relaxed out to the side, or wherever's comfortable for you today. If you need any blocks or props, if you'd rather have your knees up, this is your practicing your time, so you enjoy. But just taking a moment of silence, breathing deep, like we did at the beginning of class, feeling the breath go right down into the belly as you press our belly up and let it fall down. Not getting distracted by thoughts of what's next, or what has been. Just acknowledging the thoughts that they're there, but letting them float on by and not interact with them. Bringing some awareness back to the body, wiggling your toes and your ankles, fingers and wrists. Inhaling, sweeping your hands up overhead, and taking a nice good morning stretch, pressing into your feet, getting nice and tall, reaching with your arms. And exhale, relax. Take one more of those. Inhale. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Exhale, relax. Roll onto your favorite side. Enjoying fetal position. Maybe you're nicely tucked in today, or you're a little bit more spread out, resting your head on your arm if that's comfortable. Taking a breath here, pressing up, coming into a seated position. Eyes open or closed, sitting nice and tall, shoulders back and down, collarbone open, hands on your knees, either palms up or palms down, dealer's choice. Fluttering the eyes open, smiling and thanking yourself for a wonderful practice and taking time to have some movement in your day and to be in the moment. I thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I look forward to any feedback on this. I hope it was a fun, different, back and forth practice for you. And I pray that you be blessed. So have a great day. See you next time. Bye for now.